The city of Carmel is putting the brakes on the GOAT Tavern. The popular, often crowded tavern in downtown Carmel has been plagued with complaints. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brooke Martin.
NFL Sanchez, thank you for joining us tonight. The neighbors say the place is too loud and the patrons not wearing masks. News 8's Richard Essex in Carmel tonight with that story. Richard.
When we got up here this afternoon around 5 o'clock, the doors were locked, the lights were out, the TVs were off. Then about 7 o'clock, all of a sudden the lights came back on, the TVs came back on. We could see people that work at the tavern walking around inside. But this is the last night that the tavern will be open. Starting tomorrow at 2 p.m., the city of Carmel has ordered this place to close every afternoon at 2. The GOAT Tavern, also known as the greatest of all taverns, doesn't have a friend in City Hall right now. When the tavern opened earlier this year, they were allowed to keep the doors open till 3 in the morning, which was a little later than some of the neighbors in the apartment building and the condos right across the street were comfortable with. In addition to several complaints, the state mask mandate was not being enforced.
There's been a little bit of incidences with noise and a few other things here.
Bruns told News 8 that he lives right across the street and is a regular patron.
I think you hear more of the people that complain about it, not the people that really like it.
Late this afternoon, the city of Carmel sent out a press release that said a variance issued in 2007 to the previous occupant of the building required the business to close at 2 p.m. A detail a city staff member had inadvertently overlooked, which allowed the tavern to stay open until 3 o'clock in the morning, but not after today.
It's unfortunate that it seemed like there's a lot of misunderstanding about what the city guidelines were. But, you know, as you can kind of tell with everything that's been constructed around here, it's definitely a more residential area now.
News 8 tried to get the attention of anyone inside the building, and no one came to the door. In times like these, when restaurants and bars are closing their doors at an alarming rate, the GOAT has been able to survive the pandemic. But it is taking a hit being forced to close at 2 in the afternoon.
And I would just hope that, you know, local, state, federal governments can help out businesses that kind of can't weather the storm, because people can't come in and spend their money. So I think, the government's kind of got to step up and, help businesses out so that they don't go under.
You may remember this is also the tavern where the mayor of Carmel, Jim Brainerd, was photographed early in the summer inside of a crowded bar not wearing a mask. Now, starting tomorrow, the tavern has to close at 2 p.m. There is a sign on the door that says their new hours are 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. starting tomorrow. In Carmel, Richard Essex, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.